Let's take it easy here. Sorry. Now, will Tigers pick Ember Spirit and we'll have a real lore fight on our hands? That'd be dope.
I don't think it does still have the ability to roll away. As Moon is chasing. Moon's going to have Swashbuckle back up in 5, but already the cell starts to tick. Sure, it gets cancelled, but Snake needed to pop it there. If he didn't, the Swashbuckle would have been enough. And at the same time, in the mid lane, playing from behind in these very early stages of the game.
Yeah. They at least have, of course, they have the Blizzy Enigma. Oh, is this going to be a toss back?
Crystallize coming a little too far up the lane as he will accept his fate. No escape from there. As another...
He's going to have a big struggle. And Earth Spirit, he isn't the big force that he was in the past where he could just go lane to lane, try to get these kills. This hero actually relies a lot on how well your actual laning heroes are doing. And Navi, right now, it's definitely looking a bit rough.
Bit of an attempt here onto Moon, but Moon's got the backup. The two-man shield crash comes into play as 1437 sets it up with the slow.
That they could have switched it around, right? So like the laning advantage, Tigers had it set up from the draft.
Absolutely. They really did. They had a lot of fallbacks, a lot of ways to react to anything that Navi did in terms of their lane matchups.
They need this. They need this to go a bit better, as the tossback is already happening.
Navi's in a tricky position, frostbitten, and without a hope in the world, Chu. Caught out this top lane, just getting absolutely smashed now. In fact, all cores finding the farm on Tiger's lineup. As again, top, Zephyr.
Another toss back.
Oh, and it's going to be another free kill. The Frostbite sets up for more money into the bank of the Wonder Kid, aka In Your Dream.
Magical's level 5. Armipo's probably level 8 already.
Oh, and they're dying in the Crystallized top. Crystallized does have Seneca by his side. Is there anything that he can do to help him? I don't think so. The Frostbite locking down yet another double kill for the Weaver, and they're not done yet. They're going to try for Seneca as well. They have the Avalanche. He's already thrown out the kick. Seneca will fall at 6.5 minutes in. It's a triple kill.
Incredibly prepared too. This is so troublesome for Navi with the Drow lineup. You're losing all 3 lanes. Your supports are going to be extremely underleveled because of this. And the sides of Tiger, they're all enabled. They all have CM aura. They're all getting these early item timings. And panel mentioned, like Kyle said, they want to snowball with Meepo. This is one great setup. Yeah. Getting Magical involved as soon as he gets 6. Same thing with Blizzy.
Easy. Navi, they can band together and make these sort of plays. It's going to be so tough though, because top lane Crystallize getting punished yet again. Still just level 4 on the Drow Ranger at 7.5 minutes in. Chu, he's got nowhere to run either. Just a level 3 Dazzle all on his lonesome. Same time down bottom, Moon gets in on top of the Enigma, and it just doesn't stop. Tigers relentless with them further for Crystallize. Crystallize just trying to find somewhere to find the solo XP to get him that level 6 online. Top, they've got the opening onto Zephyr. They're coming straight away, but he turns with the Avalanche onto the 2 of them. They're going to roll forward, look to commit for the kill. Zephyr's going for the TP out, he makes it away.
And now Ajit's going to come in.
Oh, and he's going to look for the cleaner. Magical will TP out. Seneca will not be quite as fortunate. Chu does go for the self-grave and TP back to base to keep himself alive. But again, Tigers just getting these kills and not letting up any more to Navi. Blizzy to see 1437 invading the jungle, but even as this offlane Enigma, he cannot alone kill the CM. As 1437 is able to walk away, Ajit keeps the pressure on the tier 1 tower. The CM now in trouble though. The rotation from Magical comes in as he TPs down towards the bottom.
He has to move around so much in the storm. He can't lane versus Meepo. Meepo level 11 claims his tower already.
I mean, he can't lane against many of his knows now. As far ahead as they are, Moon. He'll roll out. In fact, he'll roll about. Maybe see if he can play around for Seneca long enough to get the kill. He needs a couple more bounces, but he's getting a little awkward with the angles. Still able to create the distance, though, and indeed with Ajit jumping in, roots there onto Seneca. More guts and glory taken.
So for Navi, they have to pretty much hold behind people.
He's trying to lead in, see if he can go for the walk-in black hole onto Moon, and he does still get it off. Able to walk forward, he has the backup with him as Navi. They'll turn to look for a second, but Ajit, he's in with the push, straight on top of the Magical Storm Spirit. Storm's gone. Blizzy, can he really set something up? They brought Crystallize in as well. It'll be a huge kill if they can find it, but there's a lot of back of the Gust. Stopping the push for now. Can they kill this Meepo in time? The Poison Touch comes out. They can. They get Ajit, but they lose 2 more. As both Seneko and Blizzy have fallen. Wonder Kid Striking back as Navi, they've lost 3. He's going to look to dive in for this. He can feel confident as he still has the ability of the time lapse, but he has been silenced underneath the tower. It doesn't matter. The timing's still there for the time lapse to come out as Navi effectively getting team wiped.
This game.
Yeah, they just absolutely crushed the laning stage, and they've got the perfect heroes to sort of keep ahead with that.
Yep.
They can make so many plays happen around the map, whereas for Navi it's a lot harder. They'll try, they'll roll in, they get the magnetize out, crystallize leading forward. Snake has to back away. They do have to lock down onto one of the meeples. Can they kill off RG in time? They're trying their best, but they can't close the gap. As Moon's in with the rolling thunder, holding Navi away. They finally do get the kill on RG as he ticks down to the magnetize, but they've lost 4. Make that 5 as Blizzy, held in place by the Avalanche, dies as Wonder Kid gets to see it here. They throw everything in to kill off RG. They do get him, but it takes so long, and by the time that they have Moon, he's already in position to just roll around, create all sorts of havoc as Navi just can't get him past him.
And we could see them pace up for a Roshan pretty soon too. They get another fight win like that, the 4 heroes wiped, they'll go straight into the pit if Meepo's alive.
No one up top, Seneko. He's been found out. As the movement from Tigers comes in through the jungle, they know that Chew's around in the trees as well, as straight up with the root from outside of the trees, they get it out onto the Dazzle. Chew surrounded, he'll go for the self-grave, but the Frostbite's there to hold him down afterwards. As again, Tigers clean.
Completely trying to control and suffocate Navi off the map so that they can't try to catch up. Tigers knows how incredible of a position that they're in right now.
There's a 16-minute E-Blade picked up by RG.
Blink, E-Blade treads, and the triple Wraith Band.
Mid-lane Chew.
Unbelievable timing.
It's going to take a creep to the face. There's top lane, Seneko Magical, they're trying to go onto Wonder Kid, but he's so damn scary, they have to roll away. TP out of there, just get away from the big old bug.
They just make their way into the pit during all that too. They don't even have to go for it. This Drow's just never going to be able to catch up in this game. He has no place to farm.
Now stop Seneko. Got the roll off, but someone's there waiting for him. It's Zephyr. The big old rock man tosses him back. Another kill, surely to go the way of the Weaver. Stick charges will buy some time for Seneko. Moon says, stop messing around, Weaver. I'm going to clean up the kill. Same time down bottom. Jit gets himself on top of Chew. Crystallize. Oh, he's hiding, he's praying, but here comes Jit and he's slaying. Triple kill for Jit.
We're trying to protect him.
Zephyr, but Zephyr quick with the blink. Not to be caught out by the rock. As here's Moon. And look who he's found, rolling into Navi's half a town. As both crystallizing the fight to the next level. They're into the base, they're onto the tier 3 towers. There's Navi. They've got very little to utilize in terms of holding. They have a black hole. That's pretty much their best bet at the moment. He's still yet to spend the money, Blizzy.
He's squishy too. He's got 1100 HP versus this high damage
pop that could give them a fighting chance. But as it stands, every single fight, Tigers are going to come in
are under attack.
a few weight classes stronger.
Yeah, Hex finished now, so you can kill literally anybody he grabs, but there is a BKB now on Blizzy.
Pushes the lane out as far as he can. Quickly TP's out. He's got the Shadow Blade and the Aghanims queued up this game, so prepared to sort of be pushed inside of the base, and now outside of the base.
Oh my.
But he's not dying. Arjit is very tanky. He's very magical up too. They do finally get him, and Blizzy with the BKB Black Hole holds his ground, locks down Moon, but Moon already with the sort of the damage resistance from the Crimson and the Shield Crash, he just doesn't die. Blinks forward, a second Shield Crash finishes off Blizzy, and again, every time Arjit dies, Navi loses the fight.
Navi tried to make the big play though. The Aegis got reclaimed. They tried to make the move on the Meepo, but Tigers, they're in position ready for that one. Meepo buys back and he's ready to go. Now there's no black hole. Now there's no big team fight on the side of Navi to try to bring him down.
A 24k lead, and Tigers already back in position outside of the base of Navi. In fact, Zephyr, he's straight into it. He leads him with a blink dagger. May have gone a step too far though. Seneco's in on top of him and straight away in response. They get the silence to cancel the freezing field. They're looking to get on top of him in DreamLeague. They disable with the vortex. They get the kill. No, Arjit blinking in, ready to fight back and get revenge for his fallen teammates. He'll take down one, take down two, buyback for Seneko, but they're without full minute. Magical has got the buyback. The Tigers themselves, they've also brought back everybody that can to keep this push going as the full 5-man. Navi having to defend as 4. There's the jump in again. Tigers, they're ready to pounce. Seneko being beat down by Zephyr. They've got the root. They have the Hex and control straight away. A Grave will be there to buy some time for Magical. He does get the zip off because of it. The Grave will keep Storm alive, but RG and the team, they're onto the second set of racks, moving down this bottom lane. They'll clean up a full racks. 2 full racks now. As Tigers, they're ready to look for more. Magical tries to zip in. Quick Boon Lightning to dodge the avalanche. 10 seconds until Blizzy's back. How long until the black hole? It's still going to be a while longer, I imagine. Yes, still a full minute until that's there for the fight. As Zephyr just holding back Navi. Blizzy's going to TP forward aggressively, but as I say, he has no black hole to offer. Only a midnight pulse. He'll drop it down amongst the racks, but the melee's already fallen. Crystallize trying to prioritize taking down Zephyr. They do get the vortex to drag back Tanya. Zephyr will drop. He's dead for 70. Can they get more? Glimmer Cape keeps 1437, the distance that he needs to get away.
Got the aggressive weave down the base before they get on the high ground setup. Moon.
With the smoke, they'll find Moon on the front lines. They don't want to commit a black hole onto him straight away, but they will jump forward with Magical. BKB's going to be popped by Blizzy. In your dream coming in for the side. Blizzy trying to hold back and wait for the opportune time to black hole. He'll pop it onto Moon. Moon gets the rolling thunder out there and will survive. The freezing field out as they cannot get out. They've lost Blizzy, they've lost Seneko, they've lost Chew. They'll lose Crystallizes. GG is called. Tigers turning up to this best of 5 grand finals with an absolute whopper of a game one. Not even close. They absolutely stomped Navi here in this game. The draft played out perfect.
Does not have the support of an IO this tournament.
There's a reason he needs that IO.
Yep.
And they give last pick to Ajit. Does he invoke?
The battle begins.
First blood!
1437 playing this perfectly.
Yeah, destroying sort of any attempt from Blizzy to make that lane a little more manageable. That's mid lane. Magical. Oh, Magical. Alright. First, well, sorry, not first.
Get that overload procs. And I see that I think Gyro went for missile, and I think I saw them kill it once or twice already now, too, with that Lina plus Ogre.
There's top lane as well. We'll see where sort of Blizzy does decide to put himself as trying for those creep cuts have not proved to be successful. Does get the call onto 1437. A couple of spins could set them up for a kill as he tries to chase down the Undying already, though. He's lost Seneko. 1437 heals himself back up with the Soul Rip. There's a lot of creeps hitting into Blizzy, but Blizzy, he's losing strength. He's getting body blocked perfectly by 1437 as Blizzy, he'll get another call off to give him an extra bit of armor. Trying for 1437. He does get him as he spins to his death.
This is like the best rune that Magical could have gotten, though. He's going to be able to clear out a good amount of camps and at least keep relatively close in that net worth, but Huskar is going to outlevel him quite hard.
Oh, bottom crystallize off the laning stages. The mid lane, certainly where we can expect to see the Huskar become this ever-growing power. It'll look to be in a game where they get him for his 5th pick as he is getting uninterrupted farm.
And look at poor Blizzy. Like, this is the axe that usually ends up dominating pretty hard. He can't do what he wants to. He can't cut the creep waves. They're trying to get these trade kills onto the Undying over and over again.
Oh, they may just get him. Nice soul rips there. As now they'll turn. Look towards Seneko. Seneko in trouble. Will fall. He's trying to chase Blizzy, looking for 1437, but 1437 taunts his way out of there. Blizzy pops the stick charge, but just slowly being right-clicked down by In Your Dream. He's on top of them with the Shikuchi. Same time down bottom. Toss back into setup. They'll get Moon. Chew will tick out to the Ignite, but Crystallize. Can he get more out of this? He's got stick charges.
They know Storm's going to be jungling for the most part, so he just wants to be able to keep tabs of this. Magical actually goes top and gets the haste rune. That was left there for the whole 45 seconds. That's nice for him. Bottom. Moon. Ooh, they killed a missile this time.
They do just in time. That will keep Moon alive.
Zephyr will be okay.
Ooh, he's going to try and turn. They get the light strike. They're looking for the kill onto Chew. And won't quite get it. Another toss. Zephyr's still got the sail ticking as he's chasing down Crystallize. Getting on top of him with the rocket barrage and the avalanche. That's going to get Zephyr straight up killed. Totally overestimating his potential to burst down Crystallize, as there's more than enough time for Chu to come back in on top of the Lina and set up for another kill for Navi on this bottom lane. Top lane, Blizzy. He'll kill off the Tombstone, get himself a bit of extra gold, but it will cost him his life. There's more kills going the way of the Weaver. 3-0. Okay, right, let's try and do something about the Huskar situation.
They have to hope he overcommits, to be honest. Did he take the Centaur? I think he may have.
He got at least one of them yet.
Oh man. Moon again?
Again, Crystallize. And Chu.
This bottom lane is owning on Navi.
Crystallize, he's got 4 kills already on a save.
Which are the standouts for me right now for Navi in this laning phase. Even though it's a 3k gold advantage for Tigers, this bottom lane's doing much better than I'd expected.
Another time, looking towards Moon. Life Strike does come down though onto Magical. Magical still with a bit of health left, ready to play. Zips forward. They get the kill onto Moon once again. As Moon dies.
Every single rune too on this Storm Spirit while he's moving around the map constantly. Now with an Arcane rune, he's going to look to threaten bottom again.
And for someone that's had to lane against the Huskar, he's certainly done the best alternative. Heading out of the lane, farming him up as quickly as he could in the jungle. Now looking to make the plays across the map. Can't commit to the dive for 1437's life. His backup's there. Moon and Wonder Kid into the lane, chasing down Chu. The Fire Blast is there for the setup as well as the bugs, taking down his armor. The Tigers will come in with the reaction.
To control him, like you mentioned. Magical. Very low on mana here. Might just have a TP. Yeah.
Is he actually okay though? He's absolutely not. I mean, this is a Huskar.
They're very much so just about the pressure. Suffocate your enemy team as much as possible. Get deep wards down and just keep showing yourself in the lanes. Keep passing the river. Keep applying that pressure. As top, the Lina.
Oh, same time down bottom, they tried to go for Chu, but Chu's out of there. And indeed up top, Zephyr. Oh, nice dodge with the Icarus dive. Seneko gets the kill. Can't get out of there. There's no one around at the moment. He's knocked two away. He's got to go for the TP though, and indeed it will take him back to base to safety. Down in the river, 1437 being chased down by Magical. He's got enough mana left to keep going for this one. The Tombstone will be dropped, but Magical gets the kill. He's not messing around. The Storm this game, Magical can do this. Sort of the biggest threats are being set up upon by a Fire Blast or a Light Strike Array. But he's keeping it safe mid lane. Oh, the Axe tries to jump in, but Blizzy gets the call off a little too late. They do kill the Aegis, but the timing, he is going to get hit by the Supernova stun, but he's at full health. Not a lot that they could do about that. Arjit's going to continue to stand his ground.
They're going to go bottom now on Tigers. The line's already been drawn by 1437. They don't want to try to commit for high ground. We say it a lot. First Aegis, map control, tiny, so they can at least jump to try to slow down this Huskar. But there's a lot of protection, and there's other things you do have to be wary of. Sure, it's a Huskar who's super farmed, but this Weaver is no joke either. He's got Dragon Lance. He's getting close to that Diffusal Blade too. So it can't, you know, when you get so, you start thinking so much about it. They get the call.
They do Blizzy. He's in. The control's there with the follow-up Chu Avalanche.
Only two heroes here on the side of Tigers. They do have the Ogre kind of rotating over.
They're going to try. They get the jump, and straight away Chu's on top of them, ready with the follow-up disabled. Do they have the damage to bring him down? Magical, in with the Vortex to drag it back. Arjit's still alive. The tree cut through. They get the kill. They kill the Huskar and the Tombstone. Maybe see if they could chase for more. Wonder Kid does hit the backup coming in. Tigers, they're bringing in Moon and Zephyr, ready to turn this fight around as they found the Phoenix. And Crystallize gets the cooldown. He's able to flack as well. A lot of damage flying out from the Gyrocopter. 1437 still alive with the Soul Repeal coming in through onto himself. They get a double kill for the Weaver, but Navi, they're striking back. They found three. And they're knocked down Magical. He's in with the control. Vortex onto the Weaver. Navi take 4 kills from Tigers as Moon, he'll hide, hope to survive in the pit, but they'll find him as well. Triple kill for Crystallize.
Storm Spirit, we see Magical. He's not really near the fight. He's starting to port his way down in. The Tombstone
should be able to farm it up.
He's going
to get the Supernova off though. Can they kill the egg in time? They're trying. Moon punching in. They do get the egg. They take it down, but Gyro and Crystallize moving over to BKB. Arjit tried to jump in, but he loses his life immediately. They've lost the Huskar. They'll lose the Ogre as well. And Navi aren't done. Zephyr will turn for the TP. Does he manage to get out in time? He does not. Blizzy in with the dunk down. And on the side, they found the stun. The missile connects. They're on top of In Your Dream, but he gets the Shikuchi out as the Avalanche ends. Hiding in the trees. They're hunting. Will they see him? He's going to go for the TP out there. Any sort of AoE stun to catch him? There is not. So In Your Dream will escape.
Onto Ajit. He just gets stunned all the way to the point where he's down to like 300 HP. Wonder Kid already has to start retreating from the fight. And they overcommit a little bit too hard. And again now, a catch top. As soon as they're splitting up, this Storm Spirit has so
forced out by Navi. They won't quite be able to catch out Tigers.
Crystallize going the perfect items to this game that You know, just a little bit of HP in the beginning with the drums. Phase boots, Zephyr gets caught
Magical,
again.
he's starting to get the ball massively rolling with the Bloodstone and with the Kaya. Let's see what they can find here. In the Dream, just find him. He's got, yeah, just go straight for the zip TP. There's nothing to cancel it.
Just that limited catch. As soon as Lena's dead, there's only an Ogre really for that stun for them to provide. And again, the Blade Mail.
Oh, Blizzy.
To follow up at Chu.
I mean, it's crumbling. It's really crumbling for Tigers. Disable and ways to keep Navi off it. There's a Fire Blast and a Light Strike. If those spells aren't used perfectly, Navi are going to be able to fight. And once again, Magical, zip straight in. They're on top of the Huskar. The Spirit Vessel down onto as well. And with the BKB on Crystallize, he's straight in on top of him. They get the kill onto the Huskar. There's going to be a buyback from RG as he's TPing in to the mid lane. He wants to desperately try and fight back. Blizzy stands his ground, beats down the Tombstone. They've lost the Phoenix, but the taunt, the spins, Blizzy, he'll bring down the Undying with him. Tigers, they have to try and punch back for more with that buyback from RG. In your Dream, chasing down Crystallize, he's got Magical by his side. Is there anything Magical could do to keep that Gyro safe? There is not. So Tigers will be able to at least trade, take core kills with them. But there's a buyback on our
Heals, it looked like, right? I think so. But he gets away. He's going to survive. Now they can set up to death this defense. They're even split pushing bottom on the side of Navi. Magical's trying to cut the wave again. And he actually finds Zephyr while doing
Zephyr, he does. He comes in from the back and they get the jump in the Blade Mail there as well. Arjit, can they kill him? The watch. Oh, the time lapse will keep that Aegis safe for another push.
That was so close. He was in dunk range for a second there too.
Let's turn up to a draft, get that ending pick, the Gyrocopter, and just go for it like that. Have that sort of faith in it. But Navi did. They had a strat and plan. The call so far is looking good as mid lane. Blizzy gets the call onto the two. The setup's there for the quick kills onto both Zephyr and Moon. Build up as they're straight down the mid lane. RJ onto the tier 3 tower. At the same time, Magical, he's looking for a bit of split push on the Storm. He's actually taking a tier 3 tower down himself. And now back off, go for the TP back to base. Fire Blast comes out onto the Phoenix, but not enough damage to kill him off. Snake will be fine. Jump forward. They get the call onto the Huskar. The Supernova's well. He's gone. He was silent. He couldn't get the Aghanim's time lapse. In your Dream could not get the save as Tigers, they've lost 3. Navi, they're not done. They want to make sure they clean up the entire lineup of Tigers. They have lost Blizzy, but this is what I'm saying with the axe. It doesn't matter if he goes in and dies because he can set up the rest of his team for glory. 1437 will escape, but again, Navi holding these defenses and that silence onto the Weaver. Perfect.
To have thwarted this Huskar.
It's Magical. Silence onto Moon. Quick zip in. There is an Aghanim's time. That's from the Weaver. Saving Moon once. It's not going to be enough to keep him actually alive for the full duration as they zip in, kill him off. It just falls over in every one of these team fights.
Yeah, and they have 21 deaths combined bottom on Tigers in their bottom lane.
21. He gets broken straight away with the BKB. Crystallize looking to get on top of them. They've lost the Weaver. There's going to be no Aghanim's time. That's BKB's out from Arjit. He's going to try his best to fight back as Crystallize is focusing the Tombstone. Keeps his distance away from Arjit as the BKB now wears up for the both of them. Magical zipping straight back in. Has he got the controllers being fire blasted, multicasted, fire Moon, but he's in. The vortex comes out. Arjit will fall. Double kill for Blizzy again with the call from Blizzy. The triple kill from the axe. The zombies do kill him, but Tigers, they get team wiped. Like they have shown here in this game, who really is the stronger team out of the two of them?
Just great execution inside of all these fights. Blizzy, time and time again, getting the two-man calls. We've seen what he's done on his axe previously in this tournament. He recovered so well in this game after that laning phase. He got the blink dagger at good timing. And like I was mentioning, there's really so much that is coming down to this bottom lane that happened for Tigers, right? Like Navi being able to get so enabled on this gyro, this tiny also. Navi's lineup. Their timing window has disappeared as Weaver's farm is completely stopped too.
And then Blizzy! Straight into 3-man call! 3 dead on Tigers as Blizzy once again!
GG.
Oh, you gotta tap out after that. You have to tap out after that. Navi, this game 2, as I've said in the game, the best showing from them here so far in a single game. This was...
You don't really feed to anything except for the axe call, and while you lose, it's a very skill-based matchup mid. But if you get one kill, it turns things...
He gets all 4 last hits. And Zephyr, he's looking for the curve snipe himself.
And he's going to get it.
And is the chance...
Oh, it's absolutely...
Again, going to be set up for success.
Oh, top lane. Good bit of harass here onto Crystallize. Light Strike won't catch him though. Just fast enough to keep the distance. And with the sail popped up, back up to full, and in fact down bottom. Zephyr, he tried to come across to disrupt this from Blizzy, but Blizzy ends up getting the whole wave. It's nearly level 5.
He has a hood coming out on the courier.
No, he does.
He has a full hood on the courier.
You mean a cloak, right?
No, it's a full hood.
Oh my goodness.
It's 3 minutes in.
3.5 minutes in! He's level 5 with a hood top lane. At least Tigers may be able to find themselves some positivities. They'll take down Crystallize, but 4037s have to die for the tower for it, so he'll die. Choose
and
there.
Moon might go down too.
Choose still got the combo. He's got the avalanche, a toss back as well, and the Moon. Fire blast, trying his best to run away, but Crystallize back in the lane. There.
It might actually be the fastest.
3.5 minutes, Hood of Defiance. And level 5. A couple more waves, he's going to be level 6. You can't get this out of the lane. Top lane. A light strike onto Chew, but the backup's there from Crystallize. In fact, they're looking to chase. Avalanche missile comes down onto the Leonid. Crystallize getting himself on top. They take down 1437. Moon's got to be careful as well. But the tree comes out, smacks him on the back, and Moon has to head back. Tower. Yep. He's got the tower.
The dream for an axe. Cutting and getting every single last hit and then getting a first blood. You can't ask for more.
No, see that try. There's 3 heroes here from Tigers trying to make the go, but Crystallize, he heads into the midst of them all. He's only level 4, so not a crazy amount of magical combo that he can throw out. Chew's still alive for now. Zephyr from 1437, they'll look to die. Dragon Slave comes in. He needs another right click from Zephyr though, and Chew, he's doing his best to duke it out through the trees. At the same time, Seneko comes in with a wraparound on the mid lane. They'll kill off the Wonder Kid. Tigers do get the kill eventually onto the Tiny, but by all means, you know, an axe with a good start. He's certainly the help that Ajara needs.
Sure.
That sort of jump and setup that buys time to keep people held underneath the cooldown. Chew does get found. Tigers keeping the 3-man up it will punish Chew. The cooldown does come in, and so Crystallize will look to turn. It's Crystallize with the rocket barrage, gets himself on top of Moon. The stick charges will not keep Moon alive, and in fact there's a wraparound as well from Seneko. As Navi, they'll look to take more than just the one from this. The chase down onto Zephyr being proceeded on by Crystallize. Can they quite close over the game?
Navi. 2k gold lead. Crystallize.
Oh, they got the light strike. They're pulling in Archid as well. Crystallize does get the cooldown off, and Tuesday with the backup. Crystallize should still fall for sure, and he does, but not before Navi get 2 kills in return. And he's already looking to make a move. They're not going to quite expect this. They're not going to expect the 9-minute Blink Dagger Hood Axe. No one does. There's Archid. It's a bit of a bait there. Control the avalanche into the blink. They get the 2-man call, and it's 2 quick kills. And look at that. Respect from Blizzy as well, letting Crystallize take the kill on Moon. Doesn't go for the secondary dunk. How to abuse it.
Every single time you see him just on the prowl. He doesn't show himself in lane at all when he's playing this.
Finger Dream comes forward too far. He's going to get caught out by a cool. The spin's coming to play, and the dunk from Blizzy. Another kill for the axe.
Hashtag Blizzy.
Hashtag Blizzy.
He's doing everything today now for his team, and they're even looking to hunt more. Chew.
Yeah, mid lane.
Toss back.
There they go, they've got the control. Magical. Has he got enough damage? It certainly looks to be it. Moon's trying to at least bring down someone with him, but the light strike from 4037 will not connect. As Chew, still alive, Hand of God heal comes through.
And they're cutting. Blizzy's immediately on the way in the rotation to try to get some more catch.
Oh no, here comes Blizzy. Have some mercies in. Cold embrace, doesn't matter as Blizzy sends him to a cold hard top lane, the 3 of them.
Radiant's middle tower is
Now it's spotted, and look at Blizzy.
They're just collapsing in
immediately.
They know this is a fight they can take, and look who's there. Blizzy straight in, 2-man call. All the setup in the world that Navi need to easily get those 2 kills.
It's getting out of hand. It's been getting out of hand from the beginning of this one. But it's getting even more so as Seneko, he will get spotted, going for some deep wards, and will be punished.
They get a chain, kill a bit of money for In Your Drink. But he's going to need a hell of a lot more to really catch up to the pace of the others. I mean, you can see just the difference in the mid lane at the moment. 4.7k net worth.
Just get on top of the Weaver and kill him immediately.
Roshan
17 minutes in. Navi, well, I'll tell you what they are. They're continuing to make that Drow strat look worse and worse, you know. Oh, bottom lane Chew. He's got the setup. And they got the dunk, they got the kill. I mean, this team game one.
Well, this man plays the axe, and he's just taking it to a new level this game.
Yeah. And I think, you know, this... That's another catch. And Navi will...
Time and time again. As they're gonna just keep pushing all these side waves in, and Tigers just still unable to really find positions to get outside the base. Every time they do, that happens. heroes on the map, but Navi, they're done with making plays. They're ready to close this game out, go to the high ground, get a pick off.
Straight in, that's a core Ogre.
Not anymore.
This Ogre Lina lane, they've tried it twice against Navi. It has not worked.
It's just not successful.
Sure, this game, it was a little better than game one, but it wasn't really a lane that would transition into a way that was going to be able to address the issues elsewhere in the map. As Blizzy making the lead and making the call happen as they catch out Zephyr once more. Magical jumps in with the Melt Strike to bring down the Wyvern.
And Rocket hits the Lina. Oh, and Crystallize commits.
He is dead. He's got a buyback. There'll be a buyback straight away. Hand of God comes out from Navi. They start to back off a little bit, but Blizzy. Oh, he's in again. The two-man call, setting things up, but he is getting punished. The Gunner Blade comes down onto him. Blizzy may fall. He's trying to back off, but he'll die. They get the big kill onto the axe. Can they get anything more, though, Moon? Trying to push them away, but they've already taken the range racks in the middle lane. As Navi will not get the melee racks for now. The biggest kill we've seen for Tigers so far this game, and Magical, who's ready to go back in, jumps in onto Moon. Moon is dead for 35. They've got the combo onto the Emperor as well. That's 2 dead without buyback. The Winter's Curse could cause that man to die, but not Magical. He'll stay alive. The BKB in the middle there. Sentry's going to be dropped down against the blink off as well. To destroy the right click from Arjun. Magical will survive, and they're back in. Desolator striking into this Rex. Melee Rex will be claimed.
He's still keeping his Aegis alive. 40 HP.
That you can say, you know, Navi, when they turn up to the major, this is a team that can absolutely give the other people in the major a run for their money. It's not, you know, if they can continue to just perform like this in the grand finals of a minor, they're going to scale well at the major.
Yeah, definitely Tiger's going to have to go back to the drawing board, try to figure out something to do versus this Navi.
Yeah, you can't, as I say, let him have that axe. Blizzy just got so far ahead. He was set up for one of the easiest games he's had at Atlanta.
Yeah.
As he has been so enormously massive. There's nothing that Tigers can do about him. There's nothing that Tigers can do about the team as a whole. It's 25-6, only 23 minutes into this game. As Navi look to take a second set of racks. They're ready to dive for kills if Tigers want to continue to find. Again, Blizzy. He's in with the control onto Arjit. Do they have the damage to kill him off in time? Cold Embrace will be there, protecting Arjit for now. They'll turn their attention towards Zephyr. Arjit will get himself back towards the base. There's 4 dead on Tigers, none with buyback. They'll be back up in about 10 seconds, 3 of them, but not before a second set of racks is taken from them.
You have to imagine they're just talking about the next game now. This game is absolutely out of the bag. There's no way that you can come back in this unless Navi does some fountain diving several times, consider this axe ban, and maybe change up their opener a little bit. It's just been an absolute treat for Navi fans in particular.
To do it sort of 2 games in a row.
With a gyro.
With the gyro, without the IO.
Yeah.
At the start of the day, again, in the interview with Blizzy, he said they're just going to turn up and play their game, play their strategy. They're certainly doing that here.
Absolutely.
Just by picking this gyro, something that we hadn't seen from them yet, and showing us how well it can work even when the lane gets crushed. This GG is called. Game 3 goes to Navi as they now lead 2-1 in this best of 5 grand finals at the minor. 1 game away for them from securing a position at the major. Tigers